We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SidescrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you. Are you having a good day? You are. Did you get outside, touch some grass? You did. Do you feel better about yourself today? You do. I'm glad. Hey, everybody, I'm Stuttering Craig. Man, oh man, do we got a big one today. We got a lot to get into. Some good, some bad, and here's some Blabs. Hello, Blabs. How are you?
Hi, I went frolicking again over the weekend, so I did touch grass.
A little bit of frolic, did you?
I did, yeah, because the leaves are falling. It's really beautiful out, so I'm like, wow, so beautiful. And then a chipmunk laughed at me, and I think he was about to attack me before I left, so that's great.
Do you live in Snow White?
No, but I don't know what this chipmunk was doing. I shit you not, I have this on camera too. This chipmunk was slowly coming towards me, and he was eventually just dropping stuff right above my head, and I was like, either he's got a baby near him or I need to go. He's got rabies, who knows?
Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. All right. Are you ready to return after going to La La Land and Blabs? There you go.
Chat can't hear me.
There we go. All right.
Hi.
Well, I'm glad you were frolic. Can you give us your best frolic?
I can't. I'm sitting down.
Well, just
But it's,
what do you do with your arms?
Yeah. It's a great time. All the leaves are on the ground too, just whee! It's great.
I've never seen a frolic in person, so maybe you can do some frolicking when we're in Florida later this
Sure,
week.
why
Does that
not?
sound good? Okay, sounds good. Well,
I need to find some leaves though. You got frolic in the leaves. That's the best time to do it.
I can give you sand. Sand? Can you frolic in the sand?
I mean, it's not as fun, but I can do it.
No, listen, I've just never seen a frolic, so I'd like to see a frolic.
You want to come frolic with one of your crippled ankles?
What?
You have a crippled ankle. You can frolic too.
It's getting better, Blabs. All right, I jogged for the first time this weekend. All right, I jogged.
Did you bust a kneecap?
No. Everything's going good. Anyways, look, lots going on. We can frolic talk all day long if we want, but it is Monday, joined by the always succinct with his analysis, Yellow Flash. Hello, Yellow Flash. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, I'm in a great mood today because Voldemort's going to be a woman. Finally.
What do you think about that, Blabs? Oh, we'll get to that a little bit later on.
I'm excited about it.
Listen.
I hope he's a black woman.
What's her face's name from Wicked?
Yeah, let's get her in there. You don't even need
can
to
you
put
imagine
fucking
they
makeup on her.
Just start singing
already
in the
looks
middle
like
of the resurrection, Goblet of Fire.
Harry. Now, I think we should change one of the themes from the series to Harry wrestling with white privilege.
Probably gonna happen. You got Papa as a dude right there.
Harry Potter wrestling with white privilege. I think that is a great
Harry
subtitle.
Potter and the audacity of this bitch.
Yeah. Listen, there's so many. Chat, what's the subtitle for the next Harry Potter film or movie or series or whatever? Let us know. Also
or movie
joining
or
us.
Film. Thank you, Craig.
I don't know, just entity.
Harry
also
Potter and the Goblet of Oppression.
Chat, we gave you some starters. We gave you the appetizers. You give us the main course. Also joining us here on this wonderful Monday, new friend of the show, but really enjoying the first time. Looking forward to another stellar performance. Everybody, please welcome Mitsu to the show. Hello, Mitsu.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me back on the show, especially so soon afterwards. It was so much fun. I'm really excited to be on again.
Well, I am distracted by your scarf again,
pretty.
and I appreciate that. That's good. It's it is only September, so
yes.
What?
Yeah, the best month of the year, objectively speaking.
It's technically speaking, isn't it autumn now because it's the 22nd?
Yeah,
See?
today. I think today is the first day of autumn. Which
Now we all have September by
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire stuck in our heads.
Hey, real quick, before we go into all the fun stuff today, I walked into Lowe's last night as I had to go get a
course
cap
you did.
for our septic tank. Right, I had to go in and buy a top. And last week I went in and there was Halloween stuff everywhere. This weekend I went in on a Sunday night, and next to the Halloween stuff, 5 feet away, is an entire Christmas outfit set up ready to go.
It's nuts.
Listen. It's September, y'all. It's
I'll do you
September.
one better. They've been doing it since August. That's
Where?
nuts. That's disgusting, insulting. Can we just do one season at a time? It's just become so corporate and soulless, and I fucking hate it. It's fine. It's fine.
Opposite position. I fucking love Christmas.
No, ban
Bring it
this
on.
motherfucker.
All of
Close
it.
the
do
door,
too,
Femme
but
Absolutely.
Voldemort.
If you close this door, I will become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Straight
Oh,
to
you
zero.
have
Let's take our
no
time and
idea.
enjoy Halloween, though.
Yes.
Hasn't even fucking been Halloween, yet.
Fuck Halloween.
Look at that
Oh,
shit.
Great.
bum
Look at
ass
that.
holiday.
Look at that.
Great holiday.
There we go. Look at that. Happy ass Yeti guy. He's my favorite immediately.
Listen,
I love this guy.
I
Close
love.
the doors.
No. I love some good Christmas. Everybody loves good Christmas. I also love Halloween. It's like shoving too
What
much
about
food in your face at one point. Thanksgiving is great too, but we all
Yeah,
know
but
that
like, can we
Thanksgiving.
get to one at a time? That's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't even have Thanksgiving or Halloween. They were Christmas. Ugh.
Well, that's
I'm
because
with them.
where they make the most money.
Yes.
I still want to celebrate Halloween.
I like orange. Everything's orange.
Yeah, Blabs?
I do. Everything is orange and pretty in the fall.
I like orange.
Please, if everybody would please clip that out with a long hold, that'd be great. The layout right there is wonderful. All right, look, Phoenix is hanging out in the hood in the background today, feeling a little summer sick. I'm sorry, autumn sick, but he's recovering and he'll be ready to go because hey, we're all getting together coming up this week down in Florida. With that said, just a heads up, we will
not in
not be
Florida.
having a show. Yeah, well, we're going to Florida to have our big side scrollers retreat this weekend on Wednesday, Thursday,
We're all
and
gonna
Friday.
hold hands and sing kumbaya.
Well, yeah. So
Kumbaya.
we're planning out, just to give you a heads up, we have a big subathon happening in October, and that's going to fund the entire 2026. So we are planning all that coming up this weekend, and we'll give you guys more details on that. With that said, Wednesday is a travel day, so we will not be up for the first time in a long time. No show on Wednesday, back on
That is
Thursday.
adorable.
Do you like the little car?
That is adorable.
Thank you. Thank you, Canva. Appreciate that. So no show on Wednesday, back on Thursday. Blabs has the show tomorrow because tomorrow I'm getting in the car and I'm road tripping across the United States. And I got to be honest, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time.
Leaflet, Melee K, and Phoenix will be joining me tomorrow. So you better be there or else you're gay.
All right. Don't be gay, everybody. We have the new Cracker Barrel video out this weekend for all of our Side Scrollers Plus members. That happened this week. And look at that. Once again, hey, Flash, have you ever seen somebody look so loving at another person?
Oh no.
Like Blabs looked at Phoenix. Look. Can you pull that back up, Phoenix, please, just for a second? Look at this. Look at the intense stare that Blabs has at
If
Phoenix.
that's
right there.
love, I don't know, man. I'm giving him the eye like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And you think
No,
that's
no.
affection.
No, that's like the what the fuck's wrong with you? Get over here. Let's have some biscuits. Look.
That's like I make fun of you
great.
because I
Code
like
for
you
something?
stare.
Yes.
We're gonna make this a meme before you know it. Blabs and Phoenix gonna have Blabs and Phoenix babies. It's gonna be weird.
Let's fucking go. A new ship. A side scroller ship.
That's right.
Oh god.
Here we go, Bleenix.
Here we go. Oh, gross.
It's like a Pokemon.
Oh my god.
It sounds like a Pokemon.
Linux.
Bleenix.
Or
Yes, AI,
Fabs.
Oh no.
the chat is right. ST0 says AI was a mistake. That's right.
It
That's
was a
right.
mistake.
The AI was a mistake. All right. Look, we got a lot going on today. We're going to dig into the Charlie Kirk Memorial as well as the response to it, the incredibly horrible response to it by some people. Overall, I would say 99% sane, but it's that 1% that's always out there that makes you go, are we truly healing? We'll get to that. We have some new Nintendo news, which Listen, everybody knows I love Nintendo, but I got to be honest. I don't know how you could potentially defend what they're doing. It's insane. So we'll get to that a little bit later on. Twitch has launched a brand new university. We're going to get into that. We have, Blabs, do you remember about 2-3 weeks ago when we saw the Geometry Dash guy who died at 99%? Remember that? The guy
he had a fit.
And he freaked out, right? We have an update.
Oh, boy.
We got an update. It's going to be great. So, look, big show today. Glad you're with us. As always, we like to start the show with Today in Gaming History. So Blabs and Flabs, please let us down.
What?
Today in Gaming History with Blabs.
Snape is white, fucktards!
Oh, wow.
Yeah! That's right! 1,000%.
Now, this is a great lineup.
You gotta send me that clip, Phoenix. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody. September 22nd is Ultimate Spider-Man, released in 2005. Halo 3 ODST was released in 2009, and Dark Souls was released in Japan in 2011.
Fucking masterpiece.
Look at Flash. What is he saying? Great game. Oh wow.
Nothing on the list can replace Dark Souls. Number 1. That deserves to be there no matter what's on the list.
Yeah.
Suck it, Craig.
Why are you yelling?
Over ODST, though? ODST is really good.
Okay, so look.
I like all 3 of these games a lot.
Yeah.
That Ultimate Spider-Man game was cool because it actually cut into it took place in between 2 comics, so it was canon to that run, which was a great run. And then they killed him and replaced him with Miles Morales.
They did Shadows of the Empire. It was brilliant.
Flash, if you could grade Blabs' score today,
I'm giving it an A.
A solid A. Look at that, Blabs.
I haven't gotten an A since college.
Hey. Well, Blabs, I'm gonna bring that down a little bit because some noticeable games that you missed today include Resident Evil 3 Nemesis for the PlayStation.
That one sucks.
Huh?
I just said noticeable. I didn't say they.
Well,
Resident
don't
Evil
try
3
bringing down
sucks.
my A for something that's just noticeable.
Well,
Put in your pipe and smoke it. Shut up.
Blabs, I am going to bring it down.
Kind of the bastard of the first
Peanut butter
4.
and
I'm not going to lie.
Blabs?
Because Resident Evil 1 and 2 are fucking great. Resident Evil 4 is amazing. Nemesis is like,
Well, you know what is also
this guy
awesome?
comes out and surprises you once in a while. It's amazing.
Yeah, a broken clock is right twice a day, right, Blabs?
You're the broken clock.
You're the broken clock. No, you are.
I like orange.
That's right, because also you missed Mega Man 9 for the Wii.
So what?
Oh, shut your mouth, Flash. I will fight you.
Mega Man 9. Whoa.
I will fight you, Flash. I will fight you
even
right now.
play Mega Man 9? Man, that's fucking hard.
It was amazing.
Oh, my God.
Nowhere near as good as the first 6.
Dude, you're going to tell me you played 20 XDX.
No. Mega Man 9 was great. I would say Mega Man 9 is probably the 3rd or 4th best Mega Man game. It's spectacular Mega Man game. It was a return to form in the best way. I loved it.
How dare you use return to form after such gayness of the last 5-6 years of that word being used? What are you?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'm gay apparently.
Do better.
Dark Souls, as you mentioned, which by the way, if you guys haven't played Dark Souls in its purest form and seen it chug at 2 frames a second, that's the way to play the game, where you're trying to walk around in the bottom and
man, yeah. I remember those frame rates. They're so bad.
We have Anxiety Bot in Space, Blabs, releasing today for the PC.
Is that Discount Astrobot?
Yeah, what the fuck
Look
is
at
this?
it. What
You're
is
highlighting
that?
this over the
No. I'm just letting you know games that are being released
Ooh,
today.
Banker Simulator just came out. Hell yeah!
Yes! Dude, where's my yarmulke?
Hang on, we gotta look this up. Banker Simulator.
Somebody caught that good.
Steam.
Blabs, can you find out what this is too? Find out what game this is right here.
What the fuck is even that? Seema?
Blabs, just see if you can find it real quick.
I saw, what is it? Final Fantasy 14's on that list a little while before, too. Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I played that game for some time. My God, please. Just punch me in the face every time I bring it up from now
It's been
on.
taken over by troons and gays, though, now.
Thank you. I deserve that one. I accept the beatings.
The big game released today is Sonic Racing. Apparently, IGN says
Mario
it's better.
Kart 8 ripoff.
Well, they say it's better than IGN says it's better than Mario Kart 8. They gave it a 9 out of 10. They gave Mario Kart World an 8
I
out
can't
of
get
10.
into the Sonic shit anymore because there's too many furries and weirdos that are into the community now. It's a community of weirdness.
Easy, Sonic Fox. How does it compare to what was it? Sonic and All Stars Racing? That Transform. That one was actually the best one, and then the one after that was just like hot garbage.
Yeah, you're right. The Sonic and All-Star Racing Transform game was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was good stuff. By the way, I'm looking for that game, Blabs.
It doesn't exist. That Simon game, I've literally looked everywhere. You search it on Google and you try like Steam or whatever. It does not exist anywhere but GameFAQs. It's the only thing that shows up.
Hold on, I'll find it. You just stand by.
The Sonic community is very weird. They were praising that Sonic Generations censorship. Remember that? Had all that weird censorship, and they changed for the modern audience in it, and they were praising it. They liked it.
Sure.
There was probably, I don't remember that one, but there was probably a contingent.
They covered up that Bat character's back and shit.
Oh, what? Rogue?
Yeah.
Bat?
Rogue. Yeah.
Yeah, if you criticized it, it was like, how dare you?
And yet it's funny because my friend Jess goes out and cosplays as Rouge Bat all the time now.
Does she get approached by weird people asking for OnlyFans?
Probably. I have no idea. I think she actually does one.
Oh, okay. All right. Hopefully she's
Yeah, this
reeling
game
it in.
doesn't exist.
Okay. I did find another game, Blabs. Here you go. Do me a favor. I'm going to put this in the private chat for you. Do a little research. See if you can find this from the developer. Preppy Penguin Games.
Oh, yeah, I was just looking for it.
Okay. Sounds good.
I did find Preppy Penguin.
Oh, good.
But
Good,
it's
good,
like
good.
an app. It's like a mobile game.
Oh, okay. Well, now we know. Okay. Well, look, big show today. Glad you're with us. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Join the 132,000 just normal men who have found us over on the YouTubes. The over 20,000 who have found us over on Rumble. You guys over on Rumble, good to see you guys. We big fans. By the way, big weekend for Rumble with the Charlie Kirk Memorial. Literally millions of people tuning into it, which was crazy to see. Also, hit the thumbs up button. Let's hit our goal of 1,337 thumbs up over on YouTube in particular. And if you guys would be so inclined over on Rumble, that'd be great too, because thumbs up and thumbs down, I think they're good. I guess we'll find out. All right. With that said, New York Giants fan came in with the 10, says, to start, if anyone hasn't seen Tom McDonald's tribute to Charlie, I'd recommend it. It's touching. And he says, joke of the day. Blabs, don't look at it. Close your eyes. What invention allows you to see through a solid wall?
X-rays?
No, a window.
You said a solid wall, though. It's not solid as a window.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aramis came in.
Quite a Russian joke.
It's pretty straightforward. Aramis came in with 5 gifted subs over on Rumble. Great to see. Love to see that. Let's continue to grow on Rumble. Graham says, Mitsu, you keep that Kermit-esque ash. I don't even know what hold on.
Green
You keep
screen?
that Kermit-esque ash IT off. What is it? Well, I don't even know what that says. Graham? Thanks, Graham.
Or we just can't even make heads or tails of when everybody's going to make a reference to what I'm talking about now. Oh, no, he said the thing.
Oh, no. We do Kermit. Marius says, Harry Potter and the prisoner of Alligator Alcatraz. Let's go. Nice. And Christmas loving engineer came in with the $20 super chat. Says, I love Christmas. Go figure. But yeah, it doesn't feel as special when you start decorating or buying Christmas stuff in September. There you go.
Take that, Mitsu. Put in your
Yeah,
scarf.
I had
Mitsu.
Christmas music on September 1st. I don't want to fucking hear it. I
Are
don't.
you retarded?
Yes, but also no.
Apparently,
yes.
the good news is, Mitsu, is that apparently today we're going to announce the cure for your issues, as autism is about to be cured.
Shout
apparently,
I didn't want to say it in the pre-show, but I'm so excited. I'm finally going to be normal.
Is this a serious thing? What is?
oh yeah, we'll talk about that in just a minute.
Oh,
Yes, yes. Sly Rise says your speculation on Cynthia Arriva being cast as Harry and white privilege is exactly what Joy and Beardo at Geeks and Gamers speculated.
That says Jay, not Joy.
Listen, Blabs, you do not let me read with my glasses, all right?
Excuse me, how many times have I told you to go put your glasses on? You're like, you don't like them. I'm like, well, deal with it. You bought shitty frames, but you need them to see.
These are, listen, I have two skins. I have hat Craig here, regular Craig, and then I have
Rachel
glasses with, it's not Rachel Maddow. I think I look pretty good. People like my hair. Then I have... So listen, you shun me when I wear my glasses with my hair. All right. So
she said you really nailed 2000s
read...
metrosexual lesbian.
Yeah. So excuse me if I can't say the A and the O. All right.
Come on, go put your glasses on, bro. You really need them. It's clearly obvious. By the way, I'm wearing Bucky's T-shirt today. Just I thought I'd rep. Anyway. Carry on.
Speaking of autism, there we go.
Nothing like the Winter Soldier.
I put a news story in the private chat.
Oh, excellent.
It's not Bucky.
All right,
I'm gonna hate that joke.
Some Netflix casting there, just for some levity.
Okay. We'll look at that here in just a second. Commodore fans.
Once again, they've nailed it.
Oh my god! What the hell?
Hold on, relax, everybody.
Flash derailed.
Commodore fan says Sonic Racing All-Stars Transform still makes the rotation for my family game nights. I just ignore the Sonic furries and don't let it taint my fun, and been a Sonic fan since Sonic 1 on the Game Gear. Let's go, Commodore fan. Thank you very much for your support. All right. We will hit all of your super chats throughout the duration of the show, all your Rumble rants, all your support over on Side Scrollers Plus, and of course, the direct donations, including Aramis says, I haven't celebrated a holiday since 2014, mostly because of work and life. People take for granted a lot of simple things in holidays and it makes me a bit angry, regardless of my whining. Have a great day, everyone, and safe travels, you three. Mahong, you goof. Thank you,
Mahong.
Aramis. All right. I guess we'll start with this. Well, I'll tell you, we'll get to this story in just a second. No, let's go and do it. Let's get to it. Let's go. We'll start there, then we'll go to Charlie Kirk. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
Okay. Yarhar indeed. All right, here we go. We got. Let me pull up a couple pictures. I think it's important to kind of give a little context here. I'm not familiar with King Gustav. I'm just going to be really honest with you.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, but this is what
He's
King
Swedish.
Gustav.
Swedish, by the way. Yeah, Swedish.
So
man.
here's
Typical, fair-skinned, blonde-ish, Swedish.
Yeah, so we have this guy Gustav the Third.
You would be safe in saying he's not black.
Or like Middle Eastern or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely a white man.
Yes.
Could have fooled Netflix because Netflix cast Alexander Jinhad Abdullah.
Nailed it.
As the Swedish king, sparking backlash. And listen, allow me to give you the TLDR. Everyone who
I love that
upset about
jihad
this,
is in his name. That's perfect.
Why is he wearing a scarf that makes him look like Jaws?
That's a good question.
A true Swedish king, right here.
Yeah, this is
So
important.
he's apparently Lebanese Swedish, but you're telling me that of all the Swedish actors, you couldn't find one that actually would make. Oh my god, it just gets worse. Look at him.
He looks just like him.
Corbett needs you to find a difference between these two photos. They're the same.
Yeah, there we go.
Look like Borat in that picture.
Oh my god, he does look
He's
like
nice.
Borat.
I'm a king.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Oh,
Like
my God.
you.
King is a pussy magnet.
Nokia, great. Yes.
Oh my God. Well, there you go. I mean, listen, we talk about the insanity ending. Nope, it's not ending. We're still in the midst of all the insanity here. Netflix is producing a historical series in which Lebanese actor Jihad Abdullah plays our Swedish King Gustav III from the 1800s. They're doing everything they can to distort our history. That is 57,000.
Was it
likes down
BBC
here.
or was it Netflix that did that show where they made an English king black in a wheelchair?
That has
Oh,
to be
yeah.
Netflix.
That sounds like.
Yeah.
I thought it was BBC.
I just
they
remember
made-
when
no,
that
wasn't
happened.
it?
Netflix or BBC.
That's a good. We should play a game like that. I'm writing that down. That'd be super fantastic because I even forget which one it was. If it was Netflix or BBC who made Anne Boleyn black, can't remember.
Wait, is that Netflix or BBC? I don't even
That's
remember.
what I'm saying. Like I can't remember who it was that made Anne Boleyn black.
I think
It's
that was
wild.
BBC.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
writing this
that was
down. This
that
is
was
a freaking
BBC.
Amazing
Yes.
idea.
Well, it's kind of like the
BBC or
game we
Netflix?
played. It's like we played the.
I think they really are trying to change it from British broadcasting to the other. They're trying to break into porn searches. So instead of, British broadcasting, it's just big black cock.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do to keep afloat these days.
Yeah.
That's right.
They need the money.
I don't even know where I was going with that. But thank you.
We're gonna make this a game one day. It's gonna be fantastic.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say was this is very similar to our game, Twitch or Terrorist, that we played the other day. Yeah, yeah. Which surprisingly was about 50-50.
It was very hard to
depending on-
distinguish.
Have you,
These
have
days,
y'all,
it's getting tough.
have y'all seen that website, twitcherterrorist.com?
No.
Oh, Flash, you got to play this. I guarantee this would be great. Mitsu, you should go check it out. It has a quote, and you need to decide who said it, a Twitch streamer or an actual terrorist.
That's like a take on Movie Bob or Nazi. That's what inspired that. You ever played that game?
God,
I
that goes
haven't.
back a long
Is it movie
way.
Is the quote Movie Bob or Nazi? And there's actual quotes that Movie Bob has made that sounds like literally it's like something from the Nazi party.
Did that come out in the Gamergate days? That sounds
I
like
don't know
something
when
that
it
was
came
developed
out,
about
but it's
that
fucking
time.
hilarious.
Oh man, I feel like I remember that now. God, that goes back.
You know, it's funny because I don't know if you guys know this about me. Like, I gave movie Bob back in like 2008 his first platform on Screw Attack. When I
Oh,
was
it's your
running Screw
fault. You gave us that
I do remember
motherfucker.
that actually.
Holy shit.
I know.
You should be ashamed of
Boo
yourself.
this.
We create our own demons. It's okay.
Well, at the time, he just talked about video games. he was just talking about video games, and I have not talked to Bob in well over a decade. But it is what it is. Poor Bob. So I apologize, Internet. It's my fault. I think he was the winner of. We had a contest called My Vids Don't Suck, and I think he was the winner of the My Vids Don't Suck contest. He won a poll or
Oh,
something.
it's even worse.
wow. Oh,
I'm
okay.
never gonna
now
let
you're-
this go.
He was the listen. All I did was here's the thing. Back at that time, if you could edit at all, you were a step up on everybody. And
That's true,
Bob
actually.
sliced things together, right? And once again, my job. We created a tournament. If I'm remembering this correctly, we created a tournament, and it was voted on by our audience every week. And then he won the tournament, I believe. It was like an eight show tournament, and I think that movie Bob won that tournament back in like 2008 or so. So
Where are the fact checkers? Chat. I need somebody to run the numbers on this one real quick.
Nathan is
find
right.
out.
The standards were very low back then. If you knew the word
That's true.
like Final Cut Pro, then you had a show on the internet, So anyways, sorry, Internet. I apologize in advance. All right. Let's go and move on. Well, yes.
I'll give you something. Did you know that DSP was banning anybody sending super chats about Charlie Kirk?
What?
What?
Was he actually like legitimately?
I know one said, "What are your thoughts on Charlie Kirk?" Timed out.
Well, I'll tell you this. If you guys want to send us super chats that you would have sent to DSP, I will also ban you. No, I'm just kidding.
We gotta play the song. Banned.
I will. I'll put you as a moderator for 5 seconds. That's a horrible idea. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, send them our way. Speaking of Charlie Kirk, all right, horrible situation. We all know this, but for a lot of people, they've seen this as a revival moment for our country, and it culminated, I would say, or at least hopefully it hit the starting blocks with the memorial for Charlie Kirk over the weekend. And it absolutely shattered viewership records. There are reports that over 100 million people watched the Charlie Kirk Memorial, which would put it on par with the Super Bowl, to put that in perspective. And the Super Bowl is truly spectacular. This happened over the weekend, as we all know. And it was, you saw, 2 million people watching over on Fox. You saw another 1 million people watching on AP. You saw the Charlie Kirk YouTube channel, 3.3 million views. Rumble had a couple million people tuning in. The Charlie Kirk YouTube channel, it went crazy. And then that does not count X. That doesn't count on traditional TV, which I think, the other aspect of this, which was really amazing, is that this was going on against the NFL. And the NFL is the king of TV ratings. So to see kind of how that's gone, it's very impressive. And I think really speaks a lot to people's affinity for Charlie Kirk, as well as more like a statement about where people are at right there. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on that.
I think
it's great.
Yeah.
There's a revival of Christianity going on in this country right now. I think that's great because our society was much better when it believed in God.
I went to church for the second time in a row this week. I went last week, and like I mentioned this before, I've kind of been, our family's been kind of the, we'll go if we have time type of thing, but we've really made it an effort the last couple of weeks to go. And I'll tell you this, I feel like I need to get more involved. I've always been, the thing I don't like about religion is when people shove it in your face, right? I've never liked that. And I don't think I ever will like it, but I totally understand the purpose and the need for religion. Flash, you
makes
said
a better community.
It does.
Gives people something to believe in, and we all have a moral fabric to like laws that we can agree on. Like, I don't know, not killing somebody.
Right. I like people who shove religion in people's face, to me, are like no better than your vegans who are like, oh, I can't believe you eat that animal flesh, right? And it's really sanctimonious and like, I've never liked that, right? But that's kind of the general thought when you think of like, Christians or whatever, is this this idea of shoving religion. At least that's how it's been portrayed in media, right? I think of, what's that damn movie where Amanda Bynes plays the Christian girl, but she's bad?
Oh, Easy A.
Yes, Easy A. And she's like really, she's a hypocrite and stuff, right? So that's how it's always been perceived. And I was thinking about this last night. I grew up with a guy who...
I have to disagree with you. The people that I see shoving their shit in people's faces the most are atheists.
That sometimes can be true too. Yes. It really depends. It's a measure of, going out there and how you actually go out and fight for whatever it is you believe in. Because belief structures, and we talked about this very briefly in the pre-show. I grew up Roman Catholic from a Polish man who was second generation, so fresh off the boat was my grandparents, and Eastern European Jews. So I also grew up in the Jewish faith too. And folks need things to believe in. They need structure. They need a sense of community, a sense of place. It does, to me, because I see different faith structures and I was raised around many different faith structures. To me, I don't care so much what you believe so much as how you go out and live those beliefs. If you tell me, thou shalt not murder, don't out and go fucking kill people. If you say, I'm not going to go steal, thou shalt not steal, don't go out and steal. And that means like, don't try and get one over on people too. Don't try and be subversive. Go out in trustworthy ways and build a society that you could be proud of and that your children would be proud of, and that the people who came before you, who tried to build these things for you, would be proud of too.
Preach, brother man. Preach. Yeah. Well, I'll tell
Exhausted,
you what.
man. Surrounded by liberals.
Hey, somebody who needs God in the worst way is Destiny. And we saw
that guy, man.
My God. Wow. I don't understand how this tweet is still up, and maybe he's just straight up trolling. I don't know. But this tweet right here, this Charlie Kirk memorial is indistinguishable from a Nazi rally, and fuck anyone who wants to pretend it's not. I mean, I don't quite understand how you can get there. This is the way it looked right here, and this is where this guy is broken. I just feel empathy and a sadness for this guy. I guess that's the best way to say it, to know somebody is so broken and so just vile and evil that they could feel that way.
He's 100% addicted to probably Adderall. I think he said he takes Adderall, doesn't he? Like, you see how his jaw moves and shit when he gets in his little speedy rants. It's just gross.
Yeah, the Destiny cocaine clip. We've shown it on the show several times here, but just this is not a healthy person, both I would say mentally, physically, or spiritually by any means.
I'm like looking for the nose rub.
Well, right now he's messaging 15 or 16 minors to let him know what he's going to say to her in response.
I saw
this dude has a lot of shit in his. And not even in the closet anymore. And they let it all go because, he hates Trump and the right. So you can literally be a rapist and they'll prop you up if you hate Trump. That's all. That's the only qualification.
I saw an interesting theory about Destiny today, and that was that he says this stuff that are just vile and disgusting and evil with the intention of being a martyr for the left. The idea that not by the way, not the left, but like leftist, like like the idea that he wants to be the Charlie Kirk for them because his life is in such a broken way that he's hoping somebody takes a shot at him.
Oh my God!
And that's a theory that I saw today, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but I think it is worth at least talking about.
The victimhood and the martyrdom complex from people who are just sitting inside their homes and talking into a microphone. Listen, I wish I could have been Charlie when Charlie was Charlie, because he actually did the one thing in the world that I envy the most. He actually went out and talked to people, and he shook hands, and he built bridges, and he stood firm in his beliefs. And these are values, these are core beliefs that these guys cannot go out and actually stand on their principles and defend. They'll go out and they'll get heckled and they'll get booed, and they will just lose in the court of actual ideas, in the marketplace of ideas. It's time tested every time. And so all they're doing is just going out there trying to play on people's emotions because it's all they got left. It's just sad to see. It's all he's got. Just to make people feel mad. Tell everybody it's just Nazism. I saw a photograph from when I was in high school of them comparing Bush to a Nazi. The guy literally hangs out these days with wounded warriors painting pictures because he feels so bad that he had to send men to die. What do you want from us?
Well, you mentioned the debate aspect of this. There was actually a pretty interesting debate where Destiny got called out. I saw this and I thought, well, that's pretty fucking funny. He gets called out for using AI. Check this out.
Wait, just real quick. I'm just going to ask for one thing. I don't do this in general debates, but I'm just curious.
Sure.
Okay. And if you don't have it on hand, that's fine. But like, what is our source here for like Jews stealing the land? Like if we had to think of like one, because I mean, the Pilgrim Mission itself doesn't refer to this. I don't think any of the prior white papers, because I think there were 5 or 6 prior to this.
Oh, you're you're Googling, you're using AI right now? I'm debating you and AI?
Okay.
No, that pause is so telling.
Yeah, pretty rough.
Woof.
Play the clips of him going out to public and getting called like saying, I can't say what he got called, but
yeah.
How many dicks you suck, Destiny?
Right.
Have you seen that?
Well, he's doing his public speaking tour.
Yeah,
and he's getting, and that's the other aspect of that is he's going out and doing this, and he's doing it in public, and it goes back to the idea of him wanting to be a martyr, right? The idea of he wants to be put up on a pedestal with all this stuff. Someone who has been put on a pedestal is Hassan Piker, and there was a lot. I don't know if you guys saw his reaction yesterday, as him reacting to Donald Trump calling out influencers in his speech. Did you see this during the memorial yesterday?
And then he just will add on, Charlie loved it when I did this stuff over and over again.
Influencers and others in our society who greeted his assassination with sick approval, excuses, or even jubilation. You've heard that. So have I. Couldn't believe it.
He's coming
Some of the very
influencers.
same people who spent the last 8 years trying to sit in moral judgment of anyone who disagreed with them about politics suddenly started cheering for murder. Incredible. You know the names. They're losers, by the way.
The look on his face down there, huh?
I love it. He's like, womp.
Let's continue.
A loser?
Oh shit. Here we go. Yeah, the look on his face of like, uh-oh. And let's see how this plays out, because this is going to play out almost exactly like you'd expect it to.
In a short period of time. Some of the very people who called you a hater for using the wrong pronoun were filled with glee at the killing of a father with 2 beautiful young children. And the same commentators who this week are screaming fascism over a canceled late-night TV show where the anchor had no talent and no ratings. Last week we're implying that Charlie...
Oh, I think our president is hitting a lot of really valid
The
points.
ratings are terrible.
Yes. All right, let's see how this
Poor
you can see
son.
the
He's having a
reaction.
little meltdown. Look at him.
Little bit. Let's see how this finishes.
Never mind.
Okay.
Does it say, did he leave? Because the empty chair.
No, he's just leaning his head on the desk.
No, but he's about to leave. Let's see what
empty
happens.
chair with the stream running. That's a major
Kirk.
Hassan thing.
Yep.
Deserved what happened to him. No side in American politics has a monopoly on disturbed or misguided people.
God.
But there's one part
Quite
of
the
our political
commentary.
community which believes they have a monopoly on truth, goodness, and virtue, and concludes they have also a monopoly on power, thought,
I
and
love
speech.
Donald Trump, Mr. President.
That's
I love
not
you so
happening
much.
anymore. We've turned that corner very quickly. Tragically, atrocities of this kind, and
He broke.
kind that we saw in Utah, of all places, are the eventual consequence of that kind of thinking. If speech is violence, then some are bound to conclude that violence.
Okay.
That's pretty stupid.
Let's be.
Wow.
Okay. Kim, here's the thing: is that this is comedy here, right? But I think that if his feet were to the fire, this is exactly how he would react. Is he would turn like everything that he's saying. I don't think he believes any of the shit that he's saying, as he lives in his $1 million house at all, right?
He was the professor.
Right. Yes. He was all about getting that pussy, y'all. Hey, dude, let's get that pussy, bro.
Which is weird because he's gay.
Yes, that is odd, isn't it? Allegedly gay.
I
Maybe,
hear he
don't
hangs
know.
out in West Hollywood quite a bit.
Well,
that comes from people that live out there.
I think that he would. I think that in reality, he would totally jump on the bandwagon if that's where he knew he could make the money. I
Almost
think
certainly.
100% would. Yeah, put on that MAGA hat and go crazy. Yes.
It depends. He couldn't do it now. He's too big in liberal circles. He's too entrenched in it. But if 5 years, not even 20 years ago, if 5 years ago things hadn't transpired the way it had, and he had an opportunity to flip and join the bandwagon when Biden was elected, and he took that, he absolutely would have taken them up on it if he knew that it was going to grow his audience. Because at the end of the day, that's all he's out there to do.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing: is you're talking about a guy. He would be the ultimate reclamation project. This is a guy who was broken, and then he saw the light. He saw the light, and he came over, and then all of a sudden he'd be champion. Look, we took the biggest. And this is something that you're going to need to be very careful of with all these people who are like, I understand now, right? And they're coming over. There's the sheep the wolf in sheep's clothing. And I think that people would prop Hassan up if he did flip which I'm not saying he's going to by any means, because it's way more profitable for him to do what he's doing right now. But if he was ever to flip, which I could see him doing because he's spineless, that is something that I could see a lot of people who are centrist or right-leaning would be like, we got to prop him up, and it would be potentially more profitable. I don't know. I mean, I could totally see that.
Only those who would be on the very far right end. If we're going into like the alleged woke right that exists on some certain paradigms, if you want to go that far, sure. But there is absolutely no part of me who at least thinks of myself as being center right, who's ever going to look at Hassan and be like, that guy's who I want as a leader. No, if you want to come and join this 10, absolutely. But I'm not going to prop you up as the guy who should be calling the shots, because I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. My arms are noodles. I can't throw you worth a damn.
Mm-mm. Well, there's look, we've seen streamers have really bad takes, and they're bad, right? Destiny is just a vile piece of shit. Hassan flip-flopping all over the place. And then there's people like this who may be the worst of the worst in society. Blabs, did you see this young she-her?
No, I actually avoided the internet all weekend, so I have not seen like any of this stuff.
Let's see what's going on here.
Period.
She is, to put this in perspective, she is at the memorial, and she is protesting the memorial.
Oh my God, that was
Lucky she didn't get her ass fucking whacked.
Yeah, and that's where I think people are a little too tolerant. Here's a little more close 30 seconds with her.
I don't think he should have been shot, but I am glad he is dead. Why? Because he's a detriment to society. How? Oh, just like everything about him, you know.
How often do you hear
They
that?
never know. Anytime
Never.
you ask them, like, how is he racist? What did he say? They never have an answer.
Well, you know, he just is. You know.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Please tell me. But you know, it's sad.
It's always hearsay. It's always a measure of like, oh, somebody told me that. It was some sort of person, some sort of influencer that I listened to who told me that Charlie Kirk was a bad guy. So it's not even like they did their own research and actually listened to anything he had to say.
No, you're correct. Somebody told me that he was a bad person, so that's what I'm going to believe here. I didn't watch anything, but I'm pretty sure. Just, you know, Jimmy, Jojo, they, them told me that. Let's continue here.
But what's he done that's terrible? Like, could you name a couple of things?
Yeah, of course. He said the civil rights movement was a mistake. He doesn't believe in abortion. You know.
So he should be dead because of it?
Oh, I didn't say that. I said I'm glad he's dead, but I'm not happy that he got shot.
Can we stop really quick and look at this? Like, look at her poster here. She put a lot of thought into this. Like, there's a drop shadow on Rotten Hell. Like, she wrote Rotten Hell, and then she wanted to put a drop shadow on it over here to make it pop more. She went in and created the blood splatter, and she spent a lot of time on this. And at no point while she was doing this, she was like, maybe I'm the giant piece of shit. I think that's the most amazing thing about this, is that she just is so tone deaf to it.
It's incredible. It's like, would you trust this person to have power? Would you trust this person to be president of the United States, to make decisions on who should live and die with executive authority? I wouldn't.
I wouldn't trust her to make my sandwich. Ooh. You know, like, I wouldn't trust her to do anything. It should be public. It should be quick. It should be televised. Rot in hell. Surely this lady has been found, and she's been like, you can't fire somebody for going to a protest. But
why don't
what
they
are you
ask her,
protesting?
Yeah, why don't they ask her what she? I mean, we know what she means, but they don't ask her specifically. What do you mean by this? She says she's not for him dying, but then immediately turns around and goes, oh, yeah, I'm not saying he should die, but here's my sign right here that says that anybody who thinks like them, this is exactly how they should go. Well,
you see this, and I think this post really summed it up right here. Imagine being more upset about a canceled TV show than a political assassination and still thinking you're a decent human being right here. As some people were upset that, we saw this memorial across the board yesterday on a lot of channels, and people were pissed about that. Like, it tells you everything you need to know about some of these folks and their insanity here. Now, I'll tell you this. One of the most amazing moments of the memorial yesterday was when Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk, the new president of Turning Point USA, was on stage and she forgave the shooter, which was a very emotional moment. Blabs, did you see any of this yesterday?
I saw everything, like the clips that were obviously clipped out on Twitter. So I've seen this. I've seen a couple other things about her speech. She is one brave, bold lady, that's for sure.
Yeah, and this is the clip, and I was watching this in real time, and it was one of those moments that hits you, and you immediately think, she is way better of a person than I will ever be. And here's what she had to say.
That young man on the cross, our Savior said, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Look at the reaction from the crowd. This was people crying in the background. It was crazy emotional. See the lady back here. I mean, this is. When she said that, I was like, like I could never, ever, ever say what she said right here. But let's go finish up here. A standing O for saying that. I mean, like, totally moving, at least for me. I don't know, y'all's thoughts on that, because I think she's, like, talk about fucking classy.
That's the right thing to do. It is. Everybody keeps talking about turning the temperature down and everything like that, but the whole point behind this is it's not to go out and do what was done to Charlie. It's to trust a system to do the work of justice, and then for all of us to link hands and then collectively take one step forward and say, we're going to make some serious changes for the betterment of all of us, and you're going to listen to us now because we are many and we are mighty. And like, that's what I see, and that's what I feel when I listen to her talk and forgive somebody like that. Because like, we as a Christian person can forgive because the murderer is no longer a private enemy to her. But the state will still go out there and will do its work to punish because that man is still an enemy to the public. And that's where we have to be with this statement. Oh.
You could almost tell that prior to her saying that, like, if you go back to the video here, Phoenix, she's like looking up, I'm guessing to God, just saying like, this is what you want. This is what you want from me here. And, you know, her like she was either, I don't know. I don't know what she was going through her mind here, but standing in front of 60,000 people in a giant stadium, standing, you know, literally millions and millions of people watching around the world, having that much class and belief in your faith to say that, man, like I said, she's a better person than me. Blabs, what are your thoughts on Erica Kirk there?
I mean, I feel like it's the right step for her to process grief and move on with her life, right? Because if you're so angry all the time, you're never going to be able to like move on. So I understand that. For the whole religious stuff, I can't relate to it. For would I be able to forgive someone who murdered my husband? I don't think I could be able to do that. But again, part of like the grief process is forgiving so you can move on and so you're not angry for the rest of your life. But again, like I said, she's very, very brave. As long as
she's not going to forget.
Well, no, exactly.
Right.
As long as like the people putting this piece of shit in court and trial and everything don't use this as like some type of escape, like, oh, the wife forgives, it's fine, like I hope that doesn't happen.
But the point of forgiveness is to let go. And I think what people forget, and this is going to be a quick test for everybody on the panel and for everybody in chat and watching at home. What is the opposite of love?
Empathy. No, it's just nothing. It's
hate.
Apathy.
It is indifference. Blabs is correct. It's indifference. Because hate, you still are getting a reaction out of somebody. They still have control over your emotions because you're still kowtowing to anything that they are doing. But if you just shut that off, if you let go, if you forgive and you move on with your life, that's the teachings of Jesus. That is what Erica Kirk is trying to do. She's trying to say, I'm going to let go and I'm going to build moving forwards in the image and memory of Charlie. That's what she's trying to do. So don't let hate take root. Don't let them get off with it either, but move on and let go. There's
Mitsu,
power in letting go.
You're better than me, Mitsu. I would.
No, I'm not.
Listen.
I wish I was.
I would be. I just look at my family, and I cannot imagine the utmost rage that I would feel if something like that would happen. Let me say this right now. John Wick went crazy after his dog died. I would straight John Wick the fuck out of everybody if something happened to my family. Like I would go on a murderous rampage and taking down all the bad guys. She's better than me. I certainly wouldn't stand in front of 60,000 people saying I forgive.
Yeah, I'd be like that. I'd be like that dad at the phone booth that turned around and shot that dude in the head.
Mm-hmm.
But so good is her faith that she is saying, I am surrendering my own sense of justice and revenge to a higher authority, which she's putting her trust in the state, the people, and God to take care of that kid who killed her husband. I say kid, he was like 22 years old.
Yeah,
He's not a kid. He was a fucking adult. Fuck him.
Yeah. Well, I think we can all agree she's better than all of us.
By any stretch of the imagination, she is an incredible human.
Right. You know who's not? The people over at Deadline, the definitive choice for industry insiders, as after this 8-hour broadcast of faith and love and admiration and prayer, this is what they took out of it. Charlie Kirk Memorial sees Donald Trump rail against Jimmy Kimmel and radical left in tribute to slain MAGA activists. I hate my opponents and I don't want the best for them. That's the headline. That's the headline that they took out of this entire 8-hour broadcast here.
Of course, that's all they wanted. They heard what they wanted to hear, and they're going to say what they want to say. I blame El Presidente for doing it. I'm not entirely sure all of that speech was necessarily necessary or the right venue for it. But
Agreed.
That being said, of course, Deadline was going to fucking do it because they got the opportunity for it. So,
keeping in mind that we're coming off like this poor woman here is forgiving her shooter, but no. This is the headline. Good old Donald Trump. And so there we are. That's what they took out of the whole thing. But
I find it funny that they're highlighting that because they're the most hateful motherfuckers there are. Like,
aren't they an offshoot of Gawker? Were they Gawker Network or Polygon Network? I can't remember. I'm going back to Gamergate days again. Fuck. God, they were part of one of those.
So long.
Yeah, and changed hands like twice. Oh my god. Yeah. So.
But you know, like this is the media, and this is where they're broken. They're absolutely broken. They could have taken some other things out of this, like listen, Flash, I know you're going to be very excited about this. I'm sure I don't know if you saw this, but Trump said that today will be the biggest announcement medically in the history of the United States. Did you see this, Flash? Let me go play this for you.
And tomorrow we're going to have one of the biggest announcement, really medically, I think, in the history of our country. We're going to be doing it with Bobby and Oz and all of the professionals. I think you're going to find it to be amazing. I think we found an answer to autism. How about that? Autism tomorrow.
Where do I get my treatment?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna be normal.
I'm ready to be normal.
Well,
I'm so
speaking
excited.
of the White House, they are currently live on like a starting soon screen where it says Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt briefs members of the media. So there is going to be something real
Well,
soon.
Are we the media? Can we be briefed?
That's a daily thing. You know,
well, it could be the announcement then, though.
maybe. But if they're going to do this, if they're going to do it, you would think they'd want a bigger press conference. If they found the cure for autism, I think that they'd want more than Caroline.
I thought it was that Chris Chan like destroyed the Sonic 2 medallion, but apparently he's already done that. Extra Zero just texted me. He's like, "No, you already did that." So I was like, "Oh, I guess
like
that's not it."
It was like that
Just
positive
Horcrux?
wave in Power Rangers when they broke Zordon's tube. Like when he broke the medallion, it just sent out a positive wave and wiped out most of the autism.
Man, that's so funny. With that said, hey man, apparently what they're going to say is this is kind of the rumor that's being thrown out there is that Tylenol in pregnancy is linked to 3 times higher autism and an ADHD risk here. Which, if it's Tylenol during pregnancy, holy shit! Like how many use Tylenol during pregnancy? If that's the case, I don't want to dig too far into it, but I'll tell you this, man. If that's the case, I said this over on X.
It's always been advised not to take Tylenol when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so much shit women can't do when they're pregnant. Well, they're not supposed to.
Well, if this is the case, I said this over on X. Gaming is cured if we found the cure to autism. if it's like, all of a sudden everyone kind of returns to normal, everything's fine.
Simulation genre is completely dead.
Right. the Sonic fandom is over.
Gone.
It's ridiculous. Yes, and wouldn't
That's
it be
the end
funny?
of anime too.
Anime is done. It's
Completely.
all done. Yeah.
That's the end of Japan, because Dragon Ball Z basically props up their economy at this point, and I'm not even making a joke. You can look it up.
Damn.
Dragon Ball makes a shit ton of money. So
It does. And it's not just Dragon Ball Z. You have to think of the fact of all the merchandising and everything that it props up to. So all of those partners and all of those deals would go down if Dragon Ball went down as well. And it's all money for Japan. So yeah, weaponized autism is saving Japan basically at this point.
Oh my God. Well, I'll tell you what, the video game industry has been, we've seen a lot of boneheaded responses to the Charlie Kirk assassination, but there is one developer who actually put Charlie Kirk in a game with a positive light. This is from M. Dickey over on X. Says, it may not be much of a tribute to appear in my crude games, but it is what it is. Thousands of students will find Charlie Kirk right where he wanted them, between the flag and a history lesson right here. And here's a gameplay of this right here. They put a picture of Charlie Kirk on the wall here in their game. So, cool little thing right there. It's not all bad. So there you go. Video game industry, you're not totally fucked up. There's still an opportunity for you to reply. So
when you think about it, the most Charlie Kirk game is The Sims. What did he say to do? Go out, get married, have kids, teach yourselves, educate, multiply, blah, blah, blah. What is that? Ask The Sims. Go play The Sims. It's the most Charlie Kirk game you can play, everybody. Conservatism rules. Trust me.
When you played The Sims, did you ever put them in a doorless room?
Of course. When I was 13, I was a fucking psychopath. I just grew up. Mostly. We all were. Are you kidding me? Oh, put him in the pool and take off the ladder. Yeah, that was great. Make him repair the TV with no repair skills.
Blabs is a psychopath. We know that. She plays Roller Coaster Tycoon, and she just
I
wants
blow
everyone to
everybody
die.
up and I make them land in the water too. So it's like two stones. Yeah, or one bird. Two stones, one bird. Whatever.
You put them on the magnetic launch coasters and you just launch them straight off into the water. It's the greatest thing to do.
Yes, and they blow up and die, and it's like 13 people have died. I'm like, yes, personal best.
Yes, nobody's coming.
You play video games for the for things you can't do in real life. You know,
Dude, I can't wait.
I liked
for, like,
killing all the
Jurassic
scientists in GoldenEye too.
Jurassic
Yes.
World
On the dam
Evolution
level.
3 comes out in like a couple of weeks. I can't wait for the T-Rex to eat the people while they're canoeing. Hell yeah, you can canoe in that game. Let's
Fucking
go.
communist scientists, you're done.
Cannot wait.
Fuck you, Henry Wu.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, we got some more on this. We're going to dig into this a little bit more and talk more about how just we are living in two different realities here. I got a couple great examples for you guys coming up, but first, Darth Dragon says, "Hey, Craig, I know you're headed to Florida in October. Is it possible for me to meet you? Please let me know. Thank you for your time." So what we're doing in October is going to be private, but there will be opportunities to meet everybody soon. Epsilon Sama says, as someone who is 1/8 Lebanese, I have to say that actor is too, quote, tanned to be Lebanese, let alone a Swede. Every Lebanese I met has been pale as fuck, but they definitely don't look Swede. Thank you, Epsilon Sama, and congratulations on your 1/8 Lebanese. Madney says, what is Destiny addicted to more, attention, amphetamines, or penis?
Yes.
It's probably a tie.
Oh my God. Mage Leader says C.S. Lewis wrote about men like Destiny. The truest form of evil isn't a super genius twirling his mustache. It's a petulant child throwing a tantrum just to extend his own suffering to others. Thank you, Mage Leader.
Oh,
the worthy one. The worthy one says, Craig, there's certain people who simply just need their shit kicked. Destiny and Yasan are some of them. Thank you, worthy one. Appreciate your support. And I agree. Nathan, for the 1999, says, I don't feel any empathy towards a person where the concept of wives loving their husbands actually remain loyal to them and having children that don't hate their dad is entirely foreign to them. All Destiny has is spite. Thank you, Nathan. Pyro Rampa says, a common Christian misconception is forgive and forget. It's more so forgive, but don't forget. She may forgive him, but he needs to face justice. Thank you, Pyro Rampa. Gluck says, forgiveness is not an escape from accountability. Both can exist. Society will hold that young man to account according to the fairness of the law for the safety, protection, and justice of society. Thank you very much for your support. Bullet Shepherd says, forgiveness is the correct response and does not conflict with God's command that justice still, I guess, can take place, for he does not bear the sword in vain. Thank you, Bullet Shepherd. Winston says, I'm hardline rightist, and I'm probably the outlier here, but I think Erica Kirk going up and saying that she forgives her husband killer and then the audience clapping to be very weird and unbecoming. I think, I can't speak as to the clapping that she saw. I think a lot of people saw it as an opportunity to she was the leader in that moment, right? If Erica Kirk goes up and she's like, we will have vengeance, then I think you see a totally different response, right? But if she goes up and says, hey, I forgive him, then it signals to everybody else to do the same. So I think that's the way they kind of looked at it. Maybe, am I off base with that?
When Pope John Paul II was shot, what did he do? He went and he forgave Sirhan. Mm-hmm. It's the same principle, man. You people do you wrong, and you still love them as human beings, and you still forgive them. Because if you don't, remember, whatever you visit onto others will be visited back upon you. And I don't know about you, but I don't want no swords visited upon me. So I don't visit swords upon people. So if the argument starts to become, let's start perpetuating vengeance and the cycle of hatred, then that's what you're going to get. And I don't want that. And I know for sure that Erica didn't want that. And that's why she forgave him, as difficult as it was to do. It's the truth.
Winston says, I get the propaganda value that it gives us in attracting normies to our side, but I think making his funeral a rally where people clap and cheer in the middle of speeches to be really tasteless. I don't know. Blabs, I don't know. What were your thoughts on that? The clapping and such. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts first, Blabs. Clapping at a funeral.
Making his funeral rally where people clap and cheer in the middle of speeches to be really tasteless. No, I mean, people have clapped at funerals, though, right? If there's a speech made, people sometimes will clap. There won't be any clapping. People will laugh. People will cry. I don't really...
I thought it was a memorial service. Was
Yeah.
there a body there? I don't think that's the actual funeral.
Yeah, that's also true. It was
Seemed
not
more
a
like a
funeral memorial.
celebration of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, that's the way I saw it too. It wasn't necessarily meant to be a sad and sorrow thing. It was more about celebrating the movement that he perpetuated, that he pushed. So, I didn't have any issues with it. It's not like they went through and they were all telling these, oh, Charlie was great, sad, and to do that for like 8 hours and not have uplifting moments, it's very hard to do. I don't know if it's very realistic. So I don't have any issues with people clapping for positive moments, especially in an instance like that, because I think a lot of people did look at that as a very positive, powerful moment, not just for Eric and Kirk, but also for society and for them. I think a lot of people saw it as relief for them. All right. Tamamo says, behind on the stream, but am I seeing talk about an autism cure in the chat? Mate, if the choice is autism or be like Muppets that think they are not, I'm fine. Genuinely think my autism saved me. Thank you, Tamamo. Well, sorry, you're getting saved. Sorry, President Trump says we got the cure.
There is going to be an irony if the cure is a shot.
Oh yeah, no joke. That'd be the worst.
The cure for autism is a shot.
Oh God. No thanks. Tenarian says, I believe the Swedish royal family has French origins, so I'd allow it if the actor was slightly swarthy. But this is ridiculous. Thank you, Tenarian. He also says, my aunt is the most religious person I know, but she doesn't push on anyone, except back in the day when Bibles were banned in China, and she risked her life smuggling them into the country. The whole point of Christianity is that none of us are perfect. It's Siver says, these people are like the Westboro Baptist Church assholes. Thank you. It's Siver. All right, let's go to continue here. I've talked a lot about how I just think there's straight up two different realities happening right now. We have one reality that can define what a man and woman is. We have another that says gender is a spectrum, right? We have all these different ways of looking at things, which has really put an immense divide in society. And I don't know how we got here, but we're here. And we saw last week, remember shortly after the assassination, Bethesda came out with this tweet here where they had the video playing where it had Indiana Jones talking to this cat, and he pets the cat. It says, you don't care much about these fascists, do you? Do y'all recall this tweet?
Oh, yeah.
That came out?
I do actually. I know one of the social media folks over there. I'm surprised that tweet actually made it through. It makes me sad.
Okay, let's actually talk about that. Let me actually play it for you because I did screen cap it because it was deleted. So let me go play this real fast.
Oh, nice place. You don't care much about these fascists, do you?
Simple,
intentional.
No.
Well, okay, so let's talk about that. At the surface, it's Indiana Jones, right? But look at the date on this. This went up
is king here.
Right. Context is king. So we have September 15th when this happened. This is 5 days after the assassination of somebody who was consistently called a fascist, right? If you didn't agree with Charlie Kirk, you were
getting shit, though, because of people attached to Bethesda that were celebrating, and they didn't respond. This is the response.
Right. So I got in a little...
basically.
Yes. I got in a little conversation about this the other day. And I never met this person before. Strawberry Narwhal here. It says, sees Indiana Jones petting a cat while calling actual Nazis fascist. Assumes it's related to Kirk.
Because it is.
What did he mean by this? right?
This is the bullshit you knew they were going to do. Oh, well, it's Indiana Jones. Of course he fights Nazis. It's the context of when it was done, and it was done in response to the people calling for some kind of punishment to these assholes at Bethesda that were celebrating. This was always gonna. They were always gonna do. Oh, you're just looking for things that aren't there.
This is, to me, extreme gaslighting or just feigning total ignorance here, because I don't understand how you can look at this and look at this, and maybe this is the two different realities here, where they're like, I just don't understand. It's an Indiana Jones, and he's petting a cat, and he's calling the Nazis fascists. I don't understand. So I actually did something I very rarely do on X, and I attempted to explain the situation. And I said, this person said, disclaimer, I don't think Kirk is a Nazi. I'm just questioning this here. And I responded, says, we've never met before, so I'll gladly give you the benefit of the doubt. I understand your argument of they are promoting DLC, but given the real world news and environment and multiple examples of activist Bethesda employees, I think we can agree that at the very least, it is incredibly poor taste and tone deaf. And if you don't think it wasn't, then why would they delete it? Hope that helps with what I meant by this post, which I feel was a pretty fairly reasonable response here. Lay it out quite easily. So they probably already scheduled and planned the tweet like most companies do. Mitsu, by the way, you need to reach out to this person and find out if this is true or not, because I would imagine that they probably did schedule this out in advance.
It's given the circumstances of everything that happened, my mind immediately went to just knowing some of the folks that worked at Bethesda and just they've always been kind to me. I can't see them having done this in malice, but you never know, because I also remember back in 2016 when we had rogue government employees as part of the the National Park Service go tweeting rogue. So I would like to believe that it was probably just a scheduled tweet, but I think it is, but that's not enough of evidence, of course, for everybody else to suddenly go, okay, I believe you, Mitsu, just because you're saying, okay, I don't think it is. Not enough for me.
Right.
You know?
And look, this is what I said. Look, they probably already scheduled and planned the tweet like most companies do. Companies don't like backlash and controversy typically. They usually get rid of whatever's causing it.
That's not true, though.
Well, and
we've seen this plenty of times now in the entertainment industry where they bring in these people for whatever reason, because they like their politics or whatever. But we've seen this in Hollywood now, video games, comic books, voice actors. They stir up all kinds of controversy all the fucking time. So to say that they don't want it, why are they bringing these activists then? This is nothing new.
Well, and that, okay, like I said, I'm reasonable. If it was scheduled, cool. But any social media manager, especially one for Bethesda, let's point this out, a billion-dollar company, any social media manager worth their weight in salt should be aware of what is scheduled and the discussion happening on social media. It's literally their job. Given the temperature of things, someone clearly failed here.
That's the other side of the token. Just because it's scheduled, I'm not necessarily absolving of their responsibility. If I was to schedule that as a social media manager and what wound up happened, I'm scrambling to look at every one of my posts after calming down from the national tragedy and figuring out what we need to retool for our messaging going forwards. And this was obviously a huge miss if that's the case.
Talk about putting your head in the sand, this poster.
You can do that too, if you want to.
Well, that's what it feels like. Yeah. So they said, I don't know. I don't do that kind of work. I just know what that is typical for companies. They probably also didn't think.
Yeah, maybe 2010 companies.
Right. They probably also didn't think people would think the post was about Kirk, because it's about actual fascists. Customers love pet cat and dogs, so it's more likely they want to promote that. And I said 99% of the time you're right. But given the heightened interest in specifically that word at the time, which a social media manager should have their finger on the pulse of, it's an incredibly poor taste. Compound that with the Bethesda producers, see attached image, and hopefully you'll understand the perspective. And you can kind of see, I actually misspelled fascist here, but I went in and did it again. Like, these are things that people, if you're a social media manager, you should 100% be aware of these things.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's the part of the job, man.
We've
you got to
seen
be tapped in the zeitgeist.
We've seen so many shitty community managers for so many different games.
Yeah.
I mean, let's roll it back to that Helldivers bullshit that happened. Remember that?
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of shitty community managers out there.
Which you say that, but this was made for me for my birthday, so you know, we you know, it's a shame because Helldivers is such a magnificent, like it's what is it? It's Starship Troopers. It's Starship Troopers, a video game, so it's so much fun, but they just went into the other side of it from just attacking all the time and just making it, instead of just making it Starship Troopers and just lampooning everything. They finally calmed down quite a bit with that, but
They
it is
turned
a
me
bit of a
off to
shame.
their own game, and I was enjoying it.
Yeah,
quit.
I wish you could come back. Yeah, but I don't blame you for not coming back at all. You know, because they burn people all the time, or they burn too many people. What are you gonna do?
Well, I saw other examples of this as well. This exact same conversation that we were having, and this came and says, "I do not understand. Are these excrement-shaped imbeciles defending fascism? Did they ever open a history book? What the fuck is wrong with Americans?" And this person is responding to the quartering here, saying, "Fire this person or face consequences."
Fuck is wrong with him? Take your head out of your ass.
Right. To which V actually responded over here very well. Says Charlie Kirk was murdered after being called a fascist. Charlie Kirk's views are shared by almost every single Republican voter. So Republicans have realized that they're being labeled as fascist so that they can be killed. The video of Indiana and the cat coming out a few days after the shooting is interpreted as a wink, wink, hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yes.
People didn't buy it and told Bethesda to fuck off. To be honest, I don't buy the fact that you didn't know about this either. And they had this back and forth, to which V responded very well. He says, "Let's spin the table a little."
Go back to that post, though. America is not the center of the world.
Yes.
Absolutely seen as the center of the world.
It has been seen as the sun since the late 1890s, if not before.
Yeah.
Sorry. And I love the rest of the world, but sorry, we're just number one.
Everyone follows what America does, 100%. Now, that also makes you a tremendous target, but regardless, we can talk about that another time. It says, "I understand this very well, but one, America isn't the center of the world. Fascism is, or should be at least, universally considered as a bad thing, and Indiana notoriously is against fascism. To downplay how bad fascism is and to say that it should not be called out or fought because of Kirk's assassination is weaponizing of an issue. I'm Italian. Fascism is on the rise here. I'm happy to see media representing the fight against it. It's not all about the U.S." Now, V responded, "Let's spin the table a little. Right-wingers being called, let's just say as right-wingers begin calling LGBT people groomers. One moderate LGBT activist that's just the most milquetoast guy ever, who just advocates for gay rights and nothing else, gets shot after trying to debate conservatives on campus. Right-wingers then cheer all over Twitter, ask for even more, though it's obvious the guy was shot. The guy shot was not a groomer." So anyways, he's just flipping the table here. And of course, the guy didn't respond right here. So, but it kind of puts things in perspective, you know, as far as and he says, now some game comes along, has a tongue-in-cheek reference about groomers 2 days after the event. You know, and that's the thing that I don't think like people like this guy truly understand. They're not putting it, they're not wearing, putting the pants on the other, on both feet here or legs or whatever. Which goes back to the idea that I just don't know how we're going to move past. We have these two different realities at this point. And maybe it's just the bubble that I'm in, but how do we move past if there's some people who look at that and be like, it's just a picture about a cat and he's talking about fascist and it's Indiana Jones. And then other people are like, how do you not see it? Is there a path forward on this? I don't know.
It really depends on what you want done based on that tweet, right? Like if you're calling for people's heads and you want people to lose jobs and things like that, then the cycle will continue to perpetuate forever. And I know, chat's going to crucify me for this one a little bit, and that's fine. I'll take my lumps. But the truth is, I didn't want cancel culture in the first place, and I used to witness it. And we could really go back throughout history and point to all the times that all societies have canceled all types of people. So when we're now at this one chance where the right is finally grabbing some semblance of power, and we're going, okay, we gotta cancel everybody. I don't know. Like, there are very clear cases when this is a good idea, and very not necessarily as clear cases when it's not necessarily as good an idea. And we need to have nuance, and we need to have forgiveness and reconciliation to move forwards. But if we, again, bring down the sword will be brought down on us. So at some point, you have to know when it's okay to let it go, breathe, take a step back, and then wait for everything and everybody to link hands and rush forward together. That's how you bring everybody together. But you're right. There is a difference in the realities. There are two narratives that are very clearly being spun. And there are places where it's basically festering. Blue Sky has been a mess. Blue Sky. Blue Sky is a travesty, a blight, a containment board upon this world for how awful they've been.
The pedophiles over there on Blue Sky.
That too.
Odd. Well, there are definitely two realities, but one reality seems like it's considerably smaller because it may be inflated by dogs, of all things. As we saw this, we learned today that a dog successfully voted in a recent California election. The animal kept getting a ballot in the mail even after it died. Its owner was only caught after posting a photo of the dog wearing an I voted sticker. This is Newsom's California. We need voter ID here. So maybe this is just a very small vocal minority here. But let's go. Well, this is 3 minutes long. We don't necessarily need to play out the whole thing. But you get the idea here that maybe the people that just don't see that, it's just a vocal minority who are just yelling very loud. So anyways, congratulations to that, California. Dogs are voting.
A lot of dead people that vote, too.
A lot of dead people, yes. All right, let's go and move on to some streaming stuff. But first, Tenarian says, there was also some minor outrage when Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers released the year after 9/11. I hope that it was an innocent tweet, but agree with Craig that someone should have caught this. Yes, I agree. Like I said, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But sometimes you just...
Wait, what? The book has always been called The Two Towers, though. I don't...
Well, it was... Yeah, Tenarian said there was minor outrage when it was released the year after 9/11. So, you can see...
I did not see any of that.
It was ridiculous. It was brief. It was stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
It's fucking been the when did Lord of the Rings come out? The books?
The books? Books are much older than that.
We have this from Commodore fan, says Tylenol should be outright banned, as by some metrics it's the cause of upwards of 50% of all liver disease in the U.S. and now linking to causing autism. My doctor banned me from taking it, and I thank her. Wow. Okay.
I never take that shit. Don't take it. I don't like to take pills for anything.
Razel says, I don't know how much you know about Mr. Medicare, but he did a live stream over the weekend talking about Charlie. It affected him so much that he's actually looking into going to church now. Wow. I've had a lot of people suggest Mr. Medicare come on our show. I think that'd be a really interesting conversation.
If you could get him.
Yeah.
Apparently he's not doing much of anything. Jim?
Apparently
used to be the aristocrat, whatever.
Yes. He was another big one back in the Gamergate. That's right. He changed it, and then he just kind of fell off the face of the earth for a while.
Apparently he had some health issues. A lot of people were saying so.
That would be why.
Grim says, when I die, I want a comedy show for my open casket. But hey, that's me. Grim, thank you very much. Interesting. Dave says, the path forward is for people in the middle on either side to start speaking up and say this stuff sucks. Stop it. Thanks, Dave. Tamamo says, there are two things that when people sexualize makes me feel unwell. Pokemon and Sonic, not just the furry aspect. It's like doing it to a childhood teddy bear. Batgirl was just Batgirl. Okay, Tamamo. Thank you
that Jim stream was a tough one. That was one of his... That was a pretty serious stream for him.
I've not seen it. I'll need to check
I
it
watched the second half of it yesterday. I was going to watch the first tape. So many people archive them, so you can find the streams pretty easy.
I'll tell you, let's lighten it up a little bit. Do you remember, Blabs, a couple weeks ago when we saw the streamer? He only streams the game Geometry Dash. He is a Spanish-speaking streamer that got all the way to the end of the hardest level of the game, only to die mere.
Yeah, I remember. He spurged hardcore.
He did. Hey,
He is the autistic one.
oh boy, is the autism real. Mitsu, Flash, have you? I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but let's go and relive this really fast. And for those of you wearing your headphones, just be ready. I've turned down the volume here for the response.
Oh boy.
This is extremely impressive. What's happening right here? But by the way, if you have epilepsy, I'd like to apologize in advance because you're probably in the middle of a seizure from watching this. But let's go and play it out here and see what happens. Almost to the end. 96, 97, 98.
DDR.
Yep. In case you can't tell, he got to 99% right here. He did not make it all the way there. Let's go see his full reaction.
Oh, he's mad because he just say either way. It's an accomplishment.
My favorite thing is that he sounds like some
thought he was
autistic
celebrating.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's sad. He does have a little Mickey Mouse in him, doesn't he, Blabs?
It's like, oh boy.
I died at 1%, so
I got 99%. Oh boy.
99%.
Golly gee, I gotta play Geometry Hero.
Oh my God. Well, here he is. You can hear him just weeping with sadness here. And we had a good conversation about whether this is the proper way an adult acts or not. But you know, that's another video for another time.
Where's his father?
I don't know. This guy looks like he's in his 30s over here. He looks like maybe late 20s over here playing this. But let's just see how he finishes here.
Somebody in the chat said getting milk.
So, look, very upset that Geometry Dash did not work out that day. He got all the way there. That post was from several weeks ago. That's September 4th. Hey, but everybody loves a little redemption because Blabs...
Redemption arc, let's go!
He has done it!
Yes.
He has done it,
Come on,
ladies
Mickey
and
Mouse.
gentlemen. And if you want to see the reaction, here we go.
Is he wearing the same
and
shirt? I love
brought
it.
his boys along.
Probably,
You know what?
yeah. It's probably the same shirt.
He's
Maybe
wearing
it's
the
his
same
lucky
damn
shirt.
thing.
What if it's his
He's wearing-
lucky shirt, though?
Maybe.
It's gotta be.
He's been wearing it for 3.5 years.
Every
Yeah.
guy's got some
Never
lucky
showered.
piece of clothing.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and see what happens because the story is complete. He has finished his story here. He has Cody Rhodes it. Here we go. Approaching 90%. He's got his buddies. You can see in the bottom left corner. They're rooting him on. This could be it right here.
It's so impressive, his skills. My gosh.
I don't even know what's happening right here.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out the game.
He's doing a lot of tapping. I know that much. The hardest level of the game. I don't even see what's happening on screen at this point.
It's like beat
96, 97. Okay, this is it. This is where he got it at the end.
And then they went home and that was it.
24 minutes to get through that fucking level?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
Wow.
silly.
That's
Just
the only
silent
time.
for 24 minutes. That one guy who's like,
The only reaction I've ever heard that was louder was probably Justin Wong versus Daigo. The 30 parry and counter into a full kill. My
Yes,
God,
yes.
that's the only time harder. That Nintendo 64 kid. That's the only other one.
I mean, that's got to be on the Mount Rushmore of video game achievements for him. That's got to be on there, right? Of the four, yeah, for sure. That's pretty amazing. Well, I mean, they obviously celebrated like nobody gave a damn over here. One more time.
God damn.
By the way, look at his heart rate here. Incredibly unhealthy at 181, about to die.
Last time I got that excited playing a game is when I beat that fucking weapon in Final Fantasy VII.
Did you scream like that? Was that how you
Not
reacted?
as loud, but I was pretty happy.
"Sound like a wolf, dude." He's like one of the
Remember
coyotes.
those weapons, man? Those things were fucking brutally hard.
He hit his limit break.
Oh man. Hey, congratulations, Flash. So, question chat, what is your greatest gaming accomplishment? Please let us know. I always love to hear that. What made you howl like a wolf like that guy did with his bros? Oh my God. Can you imagine that? The sex they had after that? That's crazy.
Hell yeah. Good for him. B's geometry legend becomes a geometry legend. A
Oh
squared
my
plus
God.
B squared equals D's nuts. I'm proud of you, homie. Get yours.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was Ruby. It was the Ruby one.
Well, congratulations to Cuatrocientos who got that. I know he probably doesn't understand what I'm saying, but congratulations, buddy. You won. 100%.
Shout out
All right.
Spurgs.
Let's go. Love that. All right, we got Delta came in, says, the thing that drives me nuts about Pierce Morgan, Bill Maher, and even Destiny is that they're liberal while thinking they have a leash on the left. They're like pit bull owners who say it's the sweetest pup while it's ragdolling the neighbor's pet. Thank you, Delta. Future Kulak says, with the 10, says, would you be willing to invite Galatea from Galatea and Asius on YouTube as a guest? I don't know who that is, but we're open to talking to everybody. Sure. Drev says, for the 20, says, I'd like to put out a suggestion for a content creator, Dr. Disaster, if you're unaware of him. He actually follows me. I follow him, yeah. He believes in doing, and I think you have a good conversation with him. Also refers to Yellow Flash as a friend of the show. Cool. Yeah. Let's get Dr. Disaster book, Blabs. Let's do it.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he seems like I like his dance routine he has at the start of his show with that the steady beat that he has.
Looks like I've reached out to him before.
Well, I'll
January 1st.
Then I'll DM him.
6th.
I'll DM him. Oh, on January 6th?
I DM'd him too to try to get him on.
2025. I record. Fun fact for the chat: whenever I reach out to someone, I always make a note of when I contacted them. So I'll be like, look, I actually did something.
What a producer, huh? What a producer, guys. And Christmas loving engineer says, at least he beat the level before the cure for autism came out. Thank you very much, Christmas loving engineer. All right, we got a big story for Blabs. Now, Mitsu, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you're a Harry Potter guy too, right? Are you a Harry Potter?
Only because I was forced into it, not by choice.
Okay. I thought for a second you were a Harry Potter guy, but we do have the biggest Harry Potter fan in the world on our show. And that is Blabbering Collector right there. There she is, everybody. She loves bucket hats and Harry Potter.
And
That's
murdering
it.
people in video games.
Let's go to our story. As Harry Potter, the showrunner, the show is rumored to have a female Voldemort.
The tort.
Blabs. So, I mean, I don't even know. It's just a rumor right now.
This is like the biggest rumor going around, right? Like a couple months ago, there was that rumor of Papa Ezadu being fired. That's not the case. This is just another rumor. What they're basically saying is that they had opened the auditioning of Voldemort to both male and female. Unknown if that is real. They're also not telling anyone who the casting is. Apparently, it's going to be a giant surprise. That's also another rumor saying like that once you see him, that's how you're going to know. They're not announcing it like they did with like the main trio and all that other stuff. Do I think it's real?
No. Do I think it's possible? Yes, especially because of the whole Aslan gender bent for Netflix, right? And then like HBO race swapping Snape in the first place. So it's not like thrown off the table. It's very much a possibility, but I don't think it's true. Oh yeah.
So you
Also, I think it'd be
Soul
absolutely
Silver
hilarious.
in the chat says that Voldemort is non-binary, and it's true.
Yeah,
the thing he does have mental illness.
So if you've never read the books, you
Because there's
wouldn't
no
know
such
this.
thing as non-binary humans. You're either a man or a woman.
Well, yes. In the books, especially in Half-Blood Prince, there's like a whole background of how Tom Riddle became Voldemort and everything. And he's very much a charming guy, and he uses good looks and everything. So it's like, you really can't gender bend that unless you make her out to be like some hoe, but also, black Snape.
Hey, man. Female empowerment. You can do it. Why not?
Open them legs. Aloha Mara.
I'm sorry,
whatever,
what?
man.
Wow, Blabs.
What? Haven't you never heard the joke, Aloha Mara, now Slytherin? Yeah, anyway.
Okay. Thank you, Blabs.
Way to Avada Kedavra the entire show.
Yeah, well, I do my best.
Remember, this is the more authentic version of Harry Potter.
Oh yes, it's
this
they literally advertised it from day one as the faithful adaptation. Meanwhile, we are expanding the lore and we're race swapping and we're introducing characters way before the books ever introduced them. It's totally legit.
You're a bigot, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for them to say that.
All right.
Suspicious of that black professor, Snape.
Yeah, for
Why you
7 whole
got
books.
such a problem with Snape, Harry?
Every year it's Snape. Anyway, subscribe to my channel for more artistic. Thank you.
Thanks, Blabs. Appreciate the self-promotion. All right. We have an update on Jimmy Kimmel, as Hollywood has had enough, damn it. 400 celebrities, from Tom Hanks to Jennifer Aniston, Meryl Streep, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jason Bateman, and more, have teamed up with the ACLU to slam Jimmy Kimmel's suspension. They say, Blabs, I'll tell you, I'll let you read this here.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to open it up because that's not clear on my end. Hang on, please hold.
Okay.
Shout out. Okay. All right. We now find ourselves in the modern McCarthy era, facing exactly the type of heavy-handed government censorship our Constitution rightfully forbids. The silencing of Jimmy Kimmel and jawboning of media outlets through lawsuits and threats to their licenses evoke dark memories of the 1950s, said Anthony D. Romero, executive director of the American Civil Liberties Union, who organized the letter in a prepared statement. We must remember, however, that Senator McCarthy was ultimately disgraced and neutralized once Americans mobilized and stood up to him. We must do the same today because our voices are louder and together we will fight to be heard. Yeah.
You're a grand wizard, Harry.
Can I read it again, but in a voice where it's like the seriousness that it determines?
We now find ourselves in a modern McCarthy era, facing exactly the type of heavy-handed government censorship our Constitution rightfully forbids. Better?
Silencing Jimmy Kimmel, I am, yes. The 50s we are going back to.
Maybe we need the shot that they're offering for autism.
We do, immediately. God, this is what's holding me back in life. My autism, I knew it.
Jason Bateman, Martin Short are amongst members of the Hollywood community who have signed the open letter over here. As pointed out by X-Wing over on X, they didn't do the same for Gina Carano. I don't believe. Back just not too many years ago. It says, then the message means nothing. A cause founded in bias is not, and not equality is ultimately meaningless. For thee, not for me, which, man, oh man, if that's not Hollywood in a nutshell, there we are right here. So, hey, Hollywood is pissed that I see we're at a point, and this has been moving. It's been this way for a long time. We've talked about how Hollywood is dead, right? Hollywood will always have some sort of stranglehold on entertainment because just it's still the epicenter. But there are many alternatives that are coming, and I think that more than anything, people are just tired of the grandstanding and the political messaging and everything that goes into Hollywood products and award shows and And when you see something like this, I'm with X-Wing on this, where like people are just like, whatever. You know, we've seen how you guys really think. Yes, you were going to say, Mitsu?
So, in my time in the gaming industry, one of the things that was impressed upon me, this is a twofold part, was Hollywood is dead and gone, and it's in its death throes anyway, because streaming, what you do, what I do, what we all do, is the new Hollywood anyway, and it's going to replace it. And then that's one fold. Twofold is I live in the greatest state in the goddamn union, New Jersey. Do you know what they put in New Jersey very recently? An $875 million Netflix mega studio about 20 miles down the road from me. And they're going to build an airport and renovate it that they're literally spending like millions of dollars on too. Hollywood is just losing their market share. Everybody out there right now, they can piss and moan all they like, but it's just the screaming of a dying breed. They're all getting left behind. That's the truth.
And this is the kind of shit that's done it. Will help put that nail. For one, the movie star doesn't exist anymore. Movie star has been gone since they started the great franchise shit. Like the movie star is dead. Been dead for a long time.
Well, and even you mentioned this this place in Jersey that you're talking about. Zachary Levi is launching this thing called Wildwood outside of Austin here, where they are more or less looking to do the exact same thing, create an alternative. It's a private investment opportunity in a next generation retreat and creative campus. I heard about this recently, and it's meant to be an alternative and to get away from the Hollywood system here. You were kind of giggling. Yes, sir.
You call it Wildwood. And once again, going back to New Jersey, there is a large, basically circus town in New Jersey called Wildwood. It's right on the beach. They've got the Ferris wheel and the boardwalks and everything like that. I almost thought you were talking about that section of New Jersey. Like, wait, what are they doing down there pertaining to it now with Zachary Lee? Oh, they're doing that. Where is this located? Is it also out in California or is this out in Texas?
No, this is in Texas, outside of Austin.
Oh, nice. So, that's a great location for it then.
Yeah, the hill country down here in Texas, it's nice. So yeah, they're looking for investors and partnership opportunities right now. So maybe we should partner up with Wildwood over here and do some things moving ahead. So
bad idea.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll get in front of good old Zach Levi and pitch him on the idea of side scrollers and Wildwood teaming up. But people are still pissed about Jimmy Kimmel and the firing of him, or the suspension, Blabs technically, the suspension of him, including Howard Stern. And he has called out for his fans to cancel their Disney Plus and Hulu accounts in solidarity. What's that?
Cancel
Yeah. Yeah.
I like this. This is a left-wing movement I can get behind. Cancel Disney Plus. Absolutely.
Chrissy Mayer says Howard Stern's fans are canceling Disney Plus and Hulu accounts in solidarity with Jimmy Kimmel's firing. Neither fan could be reached out for comment. Good old Chrissy. By the way, I went and saw Chrissy this weekend on Friday, I believe. Whenever she was on the show, Thursday or Friday. It's a great set at her. She was in town. Really, really fun. So I definitely encourage you guys to go see Chrissy Mayer. It's great, really fun stuff. Also, another piece of Hollywood that just, hey, they're not happy with the state of things. Wouldn't you know it? Angelina Jolie, Blabs. Damn it. She just doesn't recognize America anymore, which is just unfortunate for her. I love my country, but at this time, I don't recognize my country. I've always lived internationally. My family is international. My friends, my life, my worldview is equal, united, and international. Anything, anywhere that divides or limits personal expressions and freedoms from anyone, I think, is very dangerous. These are such serious times that we have to be careful not to say things casually. These are very, very heavy times we are living in together here.
She says from her $1 million worth mansions and
she's
all
a dumb
of her
bitch.
children all over the place.
Show this meme that I pulled up.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got there?
It kind of sums up the Disney boycott.
What do we got going on?
Can I
here?
see it? There it is.
There we are.
Kill him. He's not our man.
Oh, shit. Right.
Like, we don't know him.
It's not ours. Yeah, go ahead. By all means.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So what is it? I've seen what is it? As always, the left can't memes of them talking about how Disney is down $3.87 billion right now, and I was like, okay, well, what does that actually mean? And when I looked it up real quick, Disney stock price is down from 116 to 112. My friends out there, and this is not a solicitation or an advocation of financial advice. Please don't actually take my advice. I certainly wouldn't. Buy the dip.
No, because that stock hasn't made money in years. Actually,
no,
no,
really
it
at
hasn't made money in
116.
years.
No, it's actually.
I would be surprised.
It's funny you mentioned that because Disney stock, from what I remember, it has not actually made any money in. I think a decade. If you go back to, let's see, yes. So pull this real quick. Pull me up real fast, please. If you look back in 2015, it's still like this is 10 years.
Yeah,
sure. It's gone up, but it's still leveled off here. So yeah,
it'll shoot back down as quick as it goes up. They make no money. They haven't made money in years. It's one of the worst investments you could get is buying Disney stock.
What is it? Red Letter Media also pointed out, because I'm looking at that. The huge spike right there, was that when they announced when they did Disney Plus in India? And really the only reason that it spiked that hard with the subscriberships, as Red Letter Media posted out, is because that's the only way people could watch cricket online. So of course they were going to get that.
If it drops down to $40,
I love cricket.
That's the dip you buy.
All right, I'll agree with that. I'll buy into that.
God, if I could just buy Disney stock in
Yeah, right.
1986, I'd be so fucking rich. God,
Man,
when I was 5 years old, Mom, buy the dip.
this is suddenly become the
All right.
FOMO cast.
Right. That's yes. All right. Hey, speaking of FOMO, some people missed out the opportunity of seeing Stan Lee when he was alive. If you recall, Stan Lee had a long life. 1922 to 2018. He has been gone for 7 years at this point. Stan Lee.
Damn, that's a long time already.
Yes, the comic book writer and editor and publisher, absolute titan of the industry. But they're going to go fuck it up because LA Comic Con is.
I know what you're going to bring up. I'll say it after you say it.
LA Comic Con is coming up, and there will be an AI Stan Lee hologram that you can interact with. You think so?
Yeah, he loved attention and stuff. I think Stan Lee would have liked this.
No, because, and I'll give you a reason why. Because it's $20 for 3 minutes of his time. AI Stan Lee.
$20 for
3 minutes.
For 3
That's a little
minutes
much.
of playtime.
And it's not even the real Stan Lee. You're literally paying for fake voice guy.
Oh my God, this is truly a rip.
Living
this
forever
is a horrible...
though, and being an icon forever. That's something Stan Lee definitely would like.
I love the law. I can't stand when people set precedents because this is how things get followed. Okay, this is going to set a terrible precedent because now what's going to happen is you're going to have somebody like fucking William Shatner who's be like, I don't feel like going out to Comic-Con anymore. Just use AI. Just have them replicate my thing. You could go sit down on William Shatner's lap for 3 minutes of playtime, $20. And then he gets what, 80% of that? My God, that racket's amazing.
Yikes. You're not wrong though.
Let's do the math on this. It's $20 for 3 minutes for a conversation with fake Stan Lee here.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to take place over the course of 3 days, and they'll have multiple of these set up, I'm sure. It's not just going to
And you also gotta think about like the filtering of everything, because you remember what happened a couple months ago with Fortnite, where they had the Fortnite AI voices with Darth Vader, and he was saying all the insults.
Yes.
So they're gonna have to like do a whole lot of filtering, so he can't have these really bad shit conversations. Because look what we made Stan Lee say. He goes says something really.
Somebody's gonna record him saying the N-word.
Yeah. So like all these
Always.
filters, like, oh, I can't say that. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, he's just gonna completely change the topic.
Miles
of the conversation.
Morales. I'm gonna tell you what I think about him.
Yeah, you know.
The pool's closed. Oh, never mind.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. Just to recall, here is Fortnite's AI being racist here not too long ago. This is pretty awesome.
Colors. Michael Myers. A curious request. White is acceptable. Brown, the color of mud and decay beneath. Yellow is reminiscent of cowardice.
Hey!
Childish curiosity.
So there are many
Coming
instances.
soon to LA Comic Con near you.
Yeah, coming soon to Stan Lee of all things.
Oh my God. Please no.
Well, they said the people who are behind this is the Cartoon Studios. They says we'll never put words in his mouth that aren't in line with things he spoke about in his lifetime. Fortunately, with decades of footage capturing his thoughts on so many subjects, we can build a voice that stays true, not always word for word, but always faithful in spirit, context, and intent. So it says, as well as interacting with fans, the Stan Lee hologram is also planned to appear elsewhere within the LA Comic-Con, with the suggestion being that the software will also be used to introduce panels.
Ew!
I just don't like any of this, man.
Oh.
Let the dead rest. You
Can you
gotta let
imagine?
them rest, man.
Can you imagine? Because they just finished wrapping Doomsday, whatever the fuck it is, that Avengers movie. Can you imagine
The
if they're
script's
doing
not even done.
Why is there rap parties then?
Because it's fucking Marvel.
Whatever. Anyway, so in a couple of years, like it's coming out December 2026. So before then, they're gonna have to do all these Comic-Con conventions, panelists. You know, imagine introducing like AI Stanley's introducing RDJ again.
If they could find a way to keep putting him in movies, he'd have been for it. You got to know who Stanley was.
Yeah, no, he loved it. I mean, he was in the cameo in every single MCU movie and everything.
Yeah.
But I think it's a difference, you know?
The cameo is fine.
I'm just telling
but
you,
to
he
have
would've
somebody
liked
like sit there like that is deeply concerning to me, because like my mind goes in different directions when I start thinking about this. And what is it? I hate the dystopic viewpoint, or like that they're trying to almost advance by saying we won't put words that he wouldn't say. And for me, I went down to Memphis once, and I got the honor of going to where Martin Luther passed away. And so I was there where MLK was shot, and I'm thinking of all this together, and I'm like, what if they put, and this is horrible. Don't ever do this. Please don't do this. What if they took like an AI machine and had it be there and you could just talk with MLK? What a horrible idea. And like, exactly, like that's where you go with this, and that's a terrible idea. Don't ever do that. Let the man rest in peace. Let the ideas rest in peace. Let's build new things. We don't need to be bringing people back from the dead and thinking or programming what they would say. It's a terrible precedent. Please don't do it.
You know, we should do a big event where we just AI generate all of us. And, you know, we had the the normal man earlier who was like, can I meet you out in Florida? Yeah, at the AI spot where you'll be able to find me on a TV screen. You'll be able to ask me all the questions you want and see.
They've already turned me into AI. I'm good. I'm done now.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Hey, here's more of Darth Vader being racist. If you guys like, what's that?
Oh, you were delayed for a second there.
Oh, I still am. Here we go. Let's go and finish this out.
Spanish, a useful tongue for smugglers and spice traders. Its strategic value is minimal.
Just,
I remember that.
Yeah, funny stuff. So, you
so
can look for that.
Is Vader for bombing Venezuelan ships? Is that what we're saying here?
Hey, listen, maybe Stan Lee will be by the time it's all said and done. We'll see what he has to say here in this weird thing. All right, there you go. I think that's a great place to wrap for the day. Hey, appreciate everybody popping in. Great stuff. And let's get to some of your quick supers, including Bullet Shepherd says, I got hist lesson for celebs. McCarthy was history lesson for celebrities. McCarthy was always right, proven right by Venona papers and declassified files, and didn't even go after celebs. He went after commies in the State Department and military intel. Thank you, Bullet Shepherd. Saint says, you know you'll love the money from...
oh, God. You know who'll love the money for AI Stan? His daughter who exploited him and have Disney to put him in cameos in Marvel movies. That's also fair. Sorry,
Thanks,
Craig.
Saint.
You need your Rachel Maddow glasses.
I know. Go ahead and read the last
And
one.
then Kai for 20 Canadian says, the Stanley cameo in Deadpool versus Wolverine was well done. I have not seen that one. How does he cameo in it if he's not been around?
I forget, but I think it was actually really well done too. I have to go back
Thanks.
and watch it. That was a good movie, actually, all things considered.
I thought it was fun.
Tenarian says, my favorite thing to do in games is defeating bosses without getting hit. I posted 2 such videos on the Side Scrollers Plus page, by the way, from Stellar Blade and Popful Mail on Sega CD. Please hold your applause. Tenarian, congratulations. Way to go. And I'm very proud of you. All right. Great place to wrap today. We'll be back tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to be in the car, but it's Blabs tomorrow. It's Blabs and Leaflet and Phoenix and who else? Kay?
I like Kay, yes.
All right. Look, it's going to be a fun show. Anytime Leaflet's on and Kay's on, it's going to be chaos. With that said, I would love for you guys to go and check out the Yellow Flash channel, Yellow Flash 2 channel, as well as Mitsu over on X. I saw Mitsu after you were on our show. You realized that you want to get back at it, huh?
Yeah, I think so. What is it? I was live for my birthday, and probably I'll go live sometime today as well. Probably just doing Helldivers and talking about contemporary politics and stuff like that. This is what I usually do anyway. So if anybody wants to come and hang out, twitch.tv/Mitsu. At least for now, I don't think that's necessarily going to be how I keep everything forever, but as times change and evolve, so do we. So as I continue to build out things, programs, and ideas, I hope I get to come back and share them all with you guys, because it's been so much fun being here on today again.
Links are down below.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of building things out, that is what we're doing later this week. We're all getting together out in Florida. So we will not have a show on Wednesday, as it'll be a big travel day for us. So just hang tight. We will be live from the Rumble Studios on Thursday. So please join us then. So show tomorrow, no show Wednesday. Then we're back at it just like normal Thursday and Friday. We will have some extra Side Scrollers Plus content for you guys. So we encourage you guys, if you haven't yet, please become a member over at Side Scrollers Plus. Use promo code PLUS to get a discount on your annual membership, which that price will be going up very soon. So please take advantage of it right now and become a supporter. We are, I think we were just like 3 supporters away from 1,100 total over there, which is just a phenomenal number. So please join us over there. We look forward to producing more fun stuff for you guys this weekend when we're all together down in Florida. With that said, appreciate you guys. Thanks for being a part of our life, allowing us to be a part of yours. You guys get outside, touch some grass, and Blabs, we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time when we're back at it again. But until then, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Do not let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.